What's up guys, it's Trevor with Embers Living. This is a product we've been waiting for far too long. Tayte loves it when I do that. Time for a new product review. We have been waiting for these since when? Chad, how long have we been waiting on these?
November, I think.
November? Oh gosh, we gotta get to this video. Zane, scissor me. Just kidding, don't ever throw a scissor. All right, we got her put together. Took you a little longer than you thought, didn't it? Yeah. It's already after lunch. Anyways, let's go through the outside of it a little bit, and then we'll get under the hood, and then we're gonna fire this up, because we gotta see how hot it can stay. Today's a perfect day to take this outside and fire, because it's in the 20s outside, so we'll see if this can really hold up the temps here. So here's our base. So we essentially have a storage platform on the bottom here. These legs and the casters are both a little heavier duty than I thought, actually. We'll give you some close-ups of these, so make sure to do your close-ups. Don't forget. Okay. Looks like 2 of them lock, nice sturdy legs. And then we have our adjustable side shelves, again with these nice little hooks that you know, we can hang tools on, things like that. So that's the outside of the grill. And then on the bottom here, so this is gonna be our airflow control center. This is gonna run just like a regular Kamado Joe. And then here, we have our little ash pull-out tray, which is pretty handy for clean-outs. So the outside of the grill is actually a little beefier and sturdier than I thought. Didn't you think when you're putting it together? Yeah. Yeah, you know, because this is more of a price point model in the Kamado Joe. It's still kind of expensive. You know, it's what, $4.99, $5.99? So it's not cheap, but it's one of the most affordable options that Kamado Joe offers. And that's why I'm so excited about this product, is we're able to offer a Kamado Joe brand to a lot more consumers. So anyways, for what you're getting, it's pretty solid. And then we have our control tower here. So again, this is gonna control our amount of airflow in the firebox and how hot our firebox is going to get. Now, let's get into probably the most unique feature of the Kettle Joe, because there's a lot of kettles on the market here. You can see it does have the spring-assisted hood system, so it's gonna stay in place like that. And it's pretty light. It's kind of heavy, and then not heavy, but then the spring sort of gets engaged about right here, then it kicks open. We have our cooking grates, which we'll talk about these in a second. It's a 22-inch diameter. What's really cool about that is I don't think it was no secret. You guys heard me talk about this in my other videos. It's the same size as a Weber kettle. So if you're a longtime Weber guy and you have loads and loads of accessories for your 22-inch kettle, it's gonna work on this. And so there's a couple things that obviously make this really unique. The most popular feature of the Classic 3 and the Big Joe 3 is gonna be our slow roller. So they've made a slow roller system for the Weber kettle. So what this does is gonna produce 20 to 30% more smoke for your low and slow cooks. So this really gives the Kettle Joe an upper hand compared to its competitors. So it's gonna actually produce more smoke with the slow roller for low and slow cooks compared to other kettles on the market. Now that's important because, again, as I always talk about, we look for features that can affect the way you cook or affect the way your food tastes. If you're able to produce 20 to 30% more smoke, that's gonna change the way your food tastes and the way you cook. So that's a huge important feature. And then inside, again, we get some really nice upgrades. We sort of have our pie-shaped ceramic plates for our firebox, which of course is gonna help us retain heat. And then we have our heavy-duty stainless steel charcoal basket as well. So this is our firebox. And we have heavy duty stainless steel firebox with ceramic plates. So that means this is gonna hold temp no problem. And with our charcoal sitting here, we're gonna have plenty of airflow if we keep our ash clean all the time. So it's definitely beefier. And the way I see this is like, this is a great product if you're not ready to spend the money quite on like a classic Joe. This is a great product. Or if you're just sort of dabbling in smoking, this is great because it sort of gets you into it, but you're taking it a little more seriously than like, a basic Weber kettle for $100 or whatever. It does give you some nice upgrades compared to its competitors, but you don't have to go crazy and spend money like you would on a Classic 3 or a Big Joe 3 if you're just gonna be using it here and there. But when you do use it, you want something a little bit higher quality. So that's where I think it's gonna fit into the marketplace. So we have two ways we can cook with this. One, we can put our half moon shaped cooking grates down here. So we have two tiers. So that'd be one way we would cook. So you can go obviously for high heat or searing down there. And then not quite as hot up here. But then we also have a third option when we use our slow roller. Now a slow roller, of course, we're gonna wanna be under 500 degrees. And then this pulls out too. So you can fill it up here, fill it up with charcoal, then set this in place. And then when we're going low and slow, we're gonna put our cooking grates right here. The only thing, this is just me personally, is I wish there was a little more space here where we could get a water pan or something. Not a huge deal, but that is one thing. Oh, let me show you how the hinge system works. So when this is out, let's go back here and show you, because obviously that's a problem. Can't close it like that. Let me do it this way. There we go. And we're closed off here. And easy peasy. We're in beautiful shape. We're ready to cook. Hey, didn't you say you got lunch? All right, Tate's got some lunch, and we want to test fire this anyways. Let's take it outside and fire it up. 20-degree day. Let's see how well it's going to hold temp, because it's obviously not ceramic, but let's see if it can get the job done in even cold climates. All right, we're gonna make sure this is wide open. We're gonna come back and check on this in a few minutes. I'm gonna tell you this much. One tiny complaint, I'm tall. Without the slow roller, and this is a little short, so you gotta kneel down a little bit. In comparison, I brought out the Classic Joe. You can see there's definitely a height difference between the two. So this one's a little short and stubby, but that's okay. And we'll come back and check on it in a little bit. So I took the tower off just so we can really get it ripping. One thing I forgot to mention is aesthetics. What do you think of it aesthetically?
Looks like a bald man.
Bald man? Is that what you said, a bald man? So she's sunburned?
Yeah.
So the red is sort of a love-hate, but you can see the red's a little bit brighter. This is more of a deeper red on the ceramic. I wouldn't say one's better than the other, just your personal preference. My wife absolutely hates the red color, so she wanted me to get a different grill just because I have one of these at home. She's calling me right now. Ignore. She's gonna love that. What was I saying? I have one of these at home, and she wanted me to get a different Kamado style grill just because of the color. And I told her, too bad, so sad. Kamado Joe's going on the deck. It's just the way it goes. Anyways, that's the colors for you. We'll be ready in a couple minutes to start cooking. So we're gonna let Chef Tayte take over. He's got lunch going, so we're passing on to brother here. He's gonna tell us what we're doing.
Yeah, so today I'm gonna be doing, honestly, one of my favorite, easiest things that I can do, and that's gonna be breaded and pan-fried tilapia on a cast iron skillet, cast iron pan, in butter. Probably not good for you by the time you get through it, but it tastes delicious.
How do we do that? Run us through it. So how we got this set up?
So I've got it going so that it's just gonna get ripping, as hot as it can possibly get.
Okay.
Put the grates down on the lowest setting. I got my cast iron pan seasoning with some oil. Gonna let that go for about 15-20 minutes. Rub that oil around. Make sure it really gets seasoned good. But we're just gonna let this fire keep getting bigger and bigger.
And then I had this idea. We have these really awesome whiskey barrel chunks from Napoleon. So it's an old whiskey barrel that's cut up into little cubes. And when this burns, it gives you like a super, super sweet aroma or super sweet smell.
A lot of smoke.
You definitely want that sweet aroma with fish.
All right, so here's that first fillet. You can see like the edges here are like really nice and crispy. All the lemon juice on it made it not as crispy as I would really like, but you can see this one is done. The way that it just flakes apart.
I sent them all. Yeah.
With the price of tilapia, if you don't do this recipe, you're losing money. It is so good, it is so moist, it is so juicy, and tilapia is cheap, and it's a good lean fish. But that is so, so good. We got one going right now. Kettle's going good. We got our coals white hot. It doesn't hold temperature as well as the ceramic, but it's ripping. We'll let Trevor do that part of it though, you know what I mean?
Did you do the demo without me?
Yeah. You gotta try this fish, man.
All right.
It's hot, careful.
Oh, it's scalding. Oh yeah. I'm mad I didn't get one. I'm so stupid.
Yeah, you're an idiot.
That's so good. Well guys, the Kettle Joe's a success. Great success. Okay guys, so this is the Kettle Joe. Tate, would you say it got hot enough?
Yeah.
It'll hold temp?
Yeah.
And it's cold outside, so we're searing. We're ripping and searing. Is that what we say here? Anyways, we like the Kettle Joe. It can definitely do the job. I still, of course, am a fan of the Classic Joe a little bit better, but for the price point, this is definitely tough to beat. I think it's one of the best in the market. I think it's one of the best in the market in that price range. And it's really like in a class of its own because you have some of the cheaper Weber products, then you have this guy, then you have like the Weber Summit, and then you go into the Kamado ceramic styles. Anyways, it's in a really cool sweet spot. I think you guys are gonna like it. We got, how many pallets do we get of those?
4.
4 pallets? 1 on each pallet or?
Yeah, 6 on each pallet.
6 on each pallet. So we got loads. That's all we get for the summer. So if you want one, you gotta come down and buy one at Embers if you're local here. Come to our showroom. Who knows, you might get lucky and we'll be cooking fish out here. Anyways, we have more videos to do, don't we? We had a ton of girls come in, so we have a lot of videos to get going on. Don't forget to subscribe, it helps out our channel a ton. Stay tuned for more videos. Wait. Are you gonna pose or not? Oh, now we posing?
Okay.
Wait, are we done? All right.